Welcome to our next pitch analysis for the 2023 Engen Pitch and Polish competition. Today we'll be focusing on the second pitching principle. Answer the question. There is both an art and a science to answering questions. On the one hand, you want to answer the question comprehensively. On the other hand, you need to only answer the question asked and stop yourself from elaborating. Remember Evans Parson, our township banking fintechpreneur? Evans's vision is to bank the unbanked masses of South Africa's townships and rural areas. Let's take a look at a question Alon asks him after he's pitched.
Okay, just one last question from me. You speak about 10 million on that platform. They're not all going to convert, but there's also a whole bunch of other mobile payment apps on there as well, and in the South African market. So what is it that you do that's so different from everyone else?
Now let's listen to Evans's answer. I want you to specifically listen out for the answer to the actual question.
Well, it's the distribution model, in fact, because I'm as a black person, right? I know the gaps that the other competitors are not tapping in the townships and the rural areas. So my distribution model is unique in that sense that I know how to distribute strategically in a unique way where I know how to attract the desired target market or customers. So that's why I don't have fear with those competitors, your Telkom Pay, your VodaPay, all of them who are just seamlessly just targeting the bank market. So VensyPay, we are for that emerging young people. Every year or every month, the 15 years that are turning 16, we're targeting them. So my strategy is through schools as well.
Okay, you've spent a lot of time on the questions.
Sorry,
Evans,
sorry.
that's all we've got time for right now. You may leave. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Did you notice all the additional information that Evans is sharing? He's answering questions that the judges haven't asked him. He may well be throwing in bits that he didn't get a chance to cover in his pitch because he ran out of time. And did you notice Alon's reaction? Essentially, Alon cuts him off. In fact, Alon even comments that he spends too much time on answering the questions. When your audience is basically stopping you, it means that they may well have stopped paying attention. But more importantly, it means they already got their answer. This is a problem I see often, and generally there are two reasons for this habit. The first and most common is that we don't listen to the question carefully. If the question is about the competition, your answer should be about the competition. Where it becomes complicated is when we want to add our research about the market and possibly our distribution model and maybe even our childhood favorite toy because we associate it all with our competition. But your audience doesn't, so you really need to stick to the point as far as possible. The second reason we tend to over-answer is that we want to impress our audience. We want to sound smart, or we want to throw in additional facts and information, or we want to name drop. Again, if it isn't relevant, your audience is just hearing chatter, and you're using up valuable time where they could be asking you key questions that may just get you to a yes. So today's principle is keep your answers concise, keep them simple, keep them relevant, and you will have a much better chance of winning over your investors or buyers.